Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Thursday, 11th of April 2024. 11th of April is celebrated as World Parkinson's Day. World Parkinson's Day is observed annually on April 11 to bring the attention to this degenerative condition of the neurological system. Starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper, The Hindu states that Israel-Hamas war, three sons of Hamas leader Haniya killed in Israeli airstrike. Palestinian group Hamas top leader Ismail Haniya. Haniya has been the tough talking face of Hamas. International diplomacy as war with Israel has rigged back in the Gaza Strip, where his family home was destroyed in an Israeli airstrike back in November. Three sons of Hamas leader Ismail Haniya were killed in an Israeli airstrike in Gaza on April 10. The Palestinian Islamist group and the Haniya's family said the three sons, Hazim, Amir, and Mohammed, were killed after the car they were driving in was bombed in the Gaza al-Shati camp. Hamas said two of the Mr. Haniya's grandchildren were also killed in the attack and a third was wounded, Hamas media said. The Hindu newspaper also states that Iran's Khamenei renews a threat of reprisals against Israel. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Mr. Khamenei said the April 1st strike, which leveled the five-story Iranian consulate building in the Syrian capital, had run roughshod over international agreements providing for the inviolability of the diplomatic premises. Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei again warned Israel on April 10 that it will be punished for a Damascus airstrike that killed the 7 revolutionary guards, 2 of them generals. The Iran made a mistake in this regard. It must be punished and will be punished, Mr. Khamenei said in a televised speech after the Eid al-Adha prayers in Tehran. Sorry, it is actually the Eid al-Fitr. Biden says that Netanyahu's approach to war in Gaza is a mistake. A file photo of United States President Joe Biden with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. What I am calling for is for the Israelis to just call for a ceasefire. Allow for the next 6-8 weeks total access to all food and medicine going into the country, Mr. Biden said in an interview. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's approach to the war in the Gaza is a mistake. United States President Joe Biden said in an interview published on April 9, offering the further criticism of Israel's handling of the conflict. I think what he's doing is a mistake. I don't agree with his approach, Mr. Biden said in a comment on Univision, United States Spanish language TV network. He also previously called Israel's bombing in Gaza indiscriminate and its military actions over the top. The Hindu newspaper also states that a National Stock Exchange cautions against the deep fake videos of its chief recommending stocks. National Stock Exchange MD and CEO Ashok Kumar Chauhan. The exchange said it has observed the use of the face of voice of Chauhan and National Stock Exchange logo in a few investment and advisory audio and video clips falsely created using technology. The National Stock Exchange on April 10 cautioned investors against the deep fake videos of its MD and CEO Ashish Kumar Chauhan gives stock recommendations. In a statement, the exchange said it has observed the use of the face or voice of Mr. Chauhan and National Stock Exchange logo in a few investment and advisory audio and video clips falsely created using technology. The Hindu newspaper also stated that Tesla CEO Elon Musk to visit India this month to meet Prime Minister Modi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi meets Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk in New York, USA. Musk, who has described it as a natural progression to provide Tesla electric vehicles in India, is likely to be accompanied by other company executives during the visit. American electric car maker Tesla CEO Elon Musk is visiting India later this month to meet the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and is likely to announce the company's investment plans in the country, according to the sources. Mr. Musk, who has described it as a natural progression to provide Tesla electric vehicles in India, is likely to be accompanied by other company executives during the visit that is expected in the week of April 22, as sources said. And the Hindu newspaper also states that after Russian oil, India raises sanctions over the Russian diamonds with Europe. Image user for the representative purpose only. Facing mounting losses over sanctions, India's diamond exporters called for European Union G7 to allow a local screening process. External Affairs Ministry of External Affairs raised the issue with the Belgian delegation. Faced with the mounting losses and consignment delays due to the new European Union G7 sanctions, Indian diamond exporters are calling for a separate screening process to be set up in India so that newly mandated procedures for exporters to Western countries can be processed smoothly. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that Joe Biden protested of his work in strengthening India-United States ties, top United States official. Prime Minister Narendra Modi with the United States President Joe Biden. Washington, among the achievements that United States President Joe Biden is proudest of his effort to build the stronger ties with India, and the two countries are working together more closely than ever before in the Indian Ocean and Indo-Pacific and on technology, as senior United States administration officials shared on Tuesday. 3. Indian Institute of Management's JNU among 69 Indian universities in the top 500 QS ranking. The 2024 edition of the QS World University Ranking by subject features 55 subjects across 5 broad subject areas. New Delhi, Indian universities have made significant progress in the latest Cochrane Simons World University Rankings by subject, with the 69 institutions featured in the top 500 list released on Wednesday, a 19.4% increase from the previous year's entries. Sometimes also states that only 2 years are left to save world from climatic catastrophe. United Nations climate chief. New Delhi, the world has only 2 years left to avert climate catastrophe. United Nations climate chief Simon Steele warned on a Wednesday in an emotive speech titled 2 years to save the world. A view show the Posa de la Becerra during a sunset, a geological anomaly. The scientists say they can help them understand the origin of Earth climate change and the chances of the life on Mars in Castro Ciénegas, state of Coahuila, Mexico. Now going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, small cap funds see overflow in March, first time since September 2021. Equity schemes saw a 16% reduction in a month-on-month inflows in the month. The latest data from the Association of Mutual Funds in India, AMFI, showed small cap mutual funds witnessed outflows for the first time in the 30 months in March 2024 after stress test results disclosed by the asset management companies AMC last month led to investors pulling out money. For financial year 2024, the net asset under the management AUM of the mutual funds industry grew by rupees 14 lakh crore or 35% up to rupees 53.4 lakh crore as against rupees 39.4 lakh crore in financial year 2023. From the business point of view, Sensex closes above record 75,000 mark. Nifty hits a new peak. The 30-share Sensex advanced at 354.45 points or 0.47% to close at 75,038.15, and Nifty climbed 111 points or 0.49% to end at new high of 22,753.8. Domestic stock market ended higher on Wednesday with the Sensex closing above the 75,000 mark for the first time and the Nifty hitting a fresh record high. The National Stock Exchange companies that cannot the most well call India Limited, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, BPCL, ITCs Limited, Kotak Mahindra Bank, and Hindalco Industries Limited. World trade to rebound in 2024, grow 2.6%. World Trade Organization. The WTO higher lowered its forecast for the growth in 2024 of the world merchandise trade volumes to 2.6% from the 3.3% it had projected in October last year, as the impact of the factors responsible for condition in 2023 are still being felt. According to the World Trade Organization, inflationary pressures are expected to abate, allowing real income to grow again, particularly in advanced economies, thus providing a boost to consumption of the manufactured goods in 2024. Global trade volumes are expected to get back to the growth pace this year as a consumption demand picks up in advanced economies after a tough 2023, which saw a contraction in the cross-border shipments. According to the World Trade Outlook of the World Trade Organization on Wednesday, the World Trade Organization, however, lowered its forecast for growth in 2024 of the world merchandise trade volume to 2.6% from 3.3% it had projected in October last year, as the impact of factors responsible for contraction in 2023 are still being felt. In October, the forecast was for 0.8% rate growth in 2023, but the shipments actually declined at 1.2% as the high energy prices and inflation continued to weigh heavily on demand for mutual manufacturing goods. The decline in the world demand was also seen in India's exports, which fell 4.8% to $431.4 billion, as per the Commerce Ministry data. According to the World Trade Organization, inflationary pressures are expected to abate, allowing real incomes to grow again, particularly in advanced economies, thus providing a boost to the consumption of manufactured goods in 2024. A recovery of demand for tradable goods in 2024 is already evident, with the indices of new export orders pointing to improving conditions for the trade at the start of the year. The World Trade Organization report said for 2025, the global trade regulating body has forecast a 3.3% growth. If the forecast is realized, Asia will make a bigger contribution to trade volume growth in 2024 and 2025, it added. In 2023, import demand fell sharply in Europe, declined in North America, remained flat in Asia, and increased in major fuel exporting economies. In the value terms, world trade last year fell 5% in 2023 to $24.01 trillion, but this decline was mostly offset by a strong increase in the commercial services trade, which rose to 9% to $7.54 trillion. Going to the world news, including United States House blocks domestic surveillance bill after Trump's opposition. Roger Fallon, drug dog, becomes a hero of Taiwan's quick response. Israel to open a new North Gaza crossing for overseas Jordan and said Biden and Japan's Kishindia pledge on United Front versus China. United States transfers thousands of seasoned Iranian guns, rocket launchers, munitions to Ukraine to defend against Russia. Ukraine will be outgunned by Russia 10-1 in weeks without the United States' help, says top Europe general. Going to the science and technology, Russia's second attempt to launch heavy lift rocket from Far East aborted. The first attempt on Tuesday also failed because the automatic safety system registered a flaw in the oxidizer tank pressurization system. Russia's second attempt to test launch a new heavy lift rocket from its Far Eastern space complex was aborted on Wednesday. Angara A5 rocket on its launch pad at the Vostochny Cosmodrome in the Far Eastern Amur region, Russia, on April 10. From Tech News, a board introduced Next Generation Frame.io, a content collaboration platform. Adobe announced the next generation of Frame.io, now rolling out the beta to select users. Adobe on Wednesday introduced the fourth generation of Frame.io creative collaboration platform aimed at streamlining and simplifying content creation workflows. It will begin rolling out of for Frame.io free and pro customers in a beta mode and will launch officially later this year for team and enterprise customers. How to use Google's Gemini artificial intelligence to draft that perfect email. Meet Gemini, that artificial intelligence chatbot that doubles as your personal email secretary on Gmail. If you are a frequent Gmail user, then there is no other artificial intelligence chatbox like Gemini to you fulfill your email writing needs. Thanks to the chatbot's seamless integration with the Google Workspace, Gemini can dive head first into your inbox and handle a variety of email-related tasks. And last, there's a famous quotation said by APJ Abdul Kalam, whose full name was Abul Pakir Jainuddin Abdul Kalam. Birth anniversary 15th of October 1931 up to 27th of July 2015. Was an Indian aerospace scientist and statesman who served as the 11th president of the India from 2002 to 2007. He was born and raised in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu, and he studied his physics and aerospace engineering. He spent the next 4 decades as a scientist and science administrator, mainly in the Defense Research and Development Organization and ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, and was intimately involved in the India's civilian space program and military missile development efforts. He thus came to be known as the Missile Man of India for his work on the development of ballistic missile and launch vehicle technology. He also played a pivotal organizational, technical and political role in the India's Pokhran's second nuclear tests in 1998. The first is the original nuclear test by India in 1974. Mr. Kalam says a famous quotation. He says that the differences between an energetic person and a confused person is the difference in the way their minds handle their experiences. He also says that accept your past without regret, handle your present with confidence, and face your future without fear. APJ Abdul Kalam also says a famous quotation. He says that difficulties in your life do not come to destroy you, but to help you realize your hidden potential and power. Let difficulties know that you too are difficult. Okay, thank you.